General purpose rifles, also known as jack of all trade rifles, have been a hot topic in the gun community for years. But with the rise of specialized setups, is the concept of a general purpose rifle still relevant today? Let's break it down. What do we mean by a general purpose rifle? Basically, it's a versatile firearm capable of handling multiple roles: home defense, hunting, competition, and even SHTF scenarios. It's not perfect at any one thing, but it's good enough for just about everything. Think of it as a Swiss Army knife of firearms. So why do people still build and swear by the general purpose rifle? Well, there are a few reasons. First one being versatility. A general purpose rifle bridges the gap between close quarters effectiveness and mid-range accuracy. With a 16-inch barrel, you get solid ballistics without the bulk of a longer setup. Now, another great barrel length for a GPR is a 14.5. This is ideal if you are also looking to suppress your rifle. You would get similar ballistics as a 16-inch while cutting back on the length when you add a suppressor. Second reason, cost effectiveness. Instead of building or buying multiple specialized rifles, you can invest in one rifle that performs decently in a lot of scenarios. This will in turn save you money, but like we mentioned before, you will not necessarily excel in any specific scenario. And reason number 3 being simplicity. One rifle, one manual of arms, one optic. This makes it easier to train with and maintain. So when we take a look at my rifle specifically, you can see that it's set up to handle about 3 yards all the way out to 600 yards. I'm able to achieve this with a 1:10 LPVO, my offset red dot, and my bipod I have in the front. I typically use my red dot for about 3 to 40 yard engagements, and then I utilize my LPVO for anything past that. Now you can run a foregrip on this if you'd like, but I prefer to run it without them. And that's because this gives me flexibility to run my rifle off of barricades and bags if the opportunity arises. But no rifle is perfect, and general purpose builds come with trade-offs. You compromise everywhere. It's not ideal for CQB like a 10.5-inch pistol, nor is it as effective at long range as a 20-inch precision rifle. I compete with this gun, and there are many stages that are specifically CQB distances. Though I have gotten used to maneuvering this behemoth of a gun, an 11.5 SBR would definitely cut my stage time down. On the flip side, I am able to reach 500 to 600 yards consistently with this platform when I'm doing my part right. But the accuracy compared to a 20-inch precision rifle is still not up to par. Another major con is weight and size. While a 16-inch barrel is manageable, it's still larger than a dedicated home defense carbine or pistol. Then you add accessories and the weight can creep up. This thing is heavy, and it's because of all the attachments I have on here to try and prepare myself for a multitude of situations. And the last con I'm gonna talk about is pretty much what I've been saying this entire video: the lack of specialization. If you need to excel in a specific role, like extreme accuracy or ultra maneuverability, a general purpose rifle might fall short. As I stated before, if you're looking for a long-range precision rifle, you might want to seek out a 20-inch fluted barrel, a shorter handguard, add more magnification, remove the offset red dot, remove the light, and have a QD-style bipod so that when you're not using it, you can shed a little bit of weight. And if you want a fast race gun, again, remove the bipod altogether, replace the LPVO with the red dot, and elect for an 11.5 to a 13.9 barrel. GPRs tend to want to do everything. And if you go overboard, you can see more diminishing results rather than positive ones. Now, I'll be referencing my setup as we talk about the next subject of this video. Why do so many people consider the 16-inch barrel the sweet spot when it comes to GPRs? And why is it my go-to? I'm not sure if I've stated this in my other videos, but right now, I only have one rifle. I've had others, but I ended up selling them just to focus on this one specifically and to focus on training. So with that point made, I've spec'd this platform out to do a handful of things decently. And when considering barrel length, I found 16 inches to be the perfect length for what I was trying to do. The ballistic performance of a 16-inch barrel allows 5.56 NATO to achieve good velocity, ensuring reliable fragmentation and energy transfer at distances up to 300 yards. Shorter barrels sacrifice this performance. And with the right ammo, you can extend the fragmentation range a good distance. I also wanted to balance maneuverability and range. It's compact enough for most close quarters environments, but still capable of accurate shots at mid-range. And it's truly the Goldilocks of all barrel lengths. You also get general legal compliance with a 16-inch barrel. A 16-inch barrel doesn't require you to deal with the NFA paperwork for an SBR. This means less hassle and more freedom. So, are general purpose rifles still relevant? Absolutely. In a world where versatility and adaptability are key, a solid GPR rifle with a 16-inch barrel is hard to beat. Now, I'm not saying special purpose rifles aren't important. They are just as prevalent, maybe even more prevalent than a GPR. And you should definitely invest in those builds as well. I know for me, I'm working on a 16-inch or an 18-inch 308 precision rifle next. I really want to have the ability to have good ballistic energy transfer at distance. I saw this firsthand at a recent match, and seeing how 6.5 Creedmoor affected a target downrange over 5.56 downrange was very interesting. And now I want to take a crack at those bigger calibers. But for most people, a well thought out GPR rifle is all they'll ever need for a good while. Let me know what setups you guys have currently, and let's talk about the relevancy of GPRs in today's climate. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.